Good evening, good morning from wherever you are. My name is Abed Baidas of Identity Branding Forum. I'm going to be gladly, proudly your presenter this evening to share crazy thoughts, crazy ideas, imagine things that we can do to change the world, especially with the different nationalities that assembled here this evening. I know we can spread a good word. We can spread good emotions, good passion, and we can make a lot of good things in unity together. And before we get started, basically, is I want to make sure we don't use those masks during the webinars, but make sure they are a part of your life, okay? Because it's really serious out there. Because we love everyone to be safe, and I wanted to have that stated at the beginning of this event, just in case if we forgot it at a later time, afterwards. And we have been running a series of webinars that actually to create context between the different subjects and business to build a story. So each event or each session that we have put together is actually connected to the rest of the stories. And I will share with you with the webinars page where you have all the recorded events. If you've missed any of them, please visit the pages and make sure that you watch those videos because they're going to help you. It's a good archive that was really built and done for you. So the reason today's event we're going to be talking about is how to validate your idea. This is not just for a startup or a student, but it's also for any business. Because any time that you have a new idea or a product, you're going to be talking about validating it. Even a product that is successful and going, you still need to continue validating its viability in time, whether now, a year, 10 years, 20 years later. Because like I said before, whatever experience I have today, now, at 7 o'clock in the evening, Dubai time, by 8 o'clock in the evening, Dubai time, it's old news. It is not valid. So there is a reason why we stay connected with everybody through those webinars from around the world, because what we want to do is make sure that we are up to date. They are up to date. And that's why we have that. And don't miss next week's event. It's about how to humanize business, because that was going to be the finale, the end of the show. And you will see in our handouts, there is a section that for businesses and universities where they can set up a free consultation online, either with myself or any of my colleagues, or other materials that you're going to discover very valuable that you can benefit out of these programs that we have. So let's get started here. Just a brief, quick introduction. We are Identity Branding Forum. For over decades that we have been around, we have been creating amazing things. We own our science. We created our own platforms, our ecosystem to run, to help companies, individuals to build a sustainable, disruptive, amazing brands. Take a look at our website. You will see a number of good things that we have done. That you will find a lot of things that you would benefit from. I don't want to spend time talking about it. Just visit our website. It's identitybrandingforum.net and enjoy the time learning, and share with us your thoughts, your feedback, anything we can help you. We're ready to do that. I want to share here with this okay, this is not going to work. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Watch this video with me, please. This is going to summarize the subject of the whole thing. This is actually a trailer of an actual movie that was done in '96. In 2000, I'm sorry.
We all got choice, life about choice. We can turn this into something very real that has the power to change the world.
What does a banker from Brickell, a hacker from Hialeah, and a thug from Little Haiti have in common?
Nick gave you laundered drug money to start your company.
Your money turns into a digital currency, untaxed, unregulated, and untraceable.
You want to know what the only difference between a rich thug and a poor thug is?
You really think this thing you got is gonna make a difference for our family?
You got a rare gift, Tazy. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise.
This is Miami. Even the good get dirty.
There's gonna be people gunning for us.
Have you hurt people?
Have I what?
This is my company, my baby, my code.
This is your mess, and I'm gonna clean it up for you. So you're welcome to be on your way. He never leaves you, even after you're square.
We're gonna change the world.
You got supply, and you have the demand. You have the problem, and you have the solution. You have the currency of the future.
You have the currency of the future. Let's get back to our... So everybody of us, every single person around in the world has a great idea and a big idea. Okay? And we believe in that idea and we think it is exciting. For a minute, for the sake of this conversation, the big idea basically is to build a bottle factory. Okay, you're in the bottling business and you're going to build bottles. The first thing comes up to your mind, well, let me build bottles with different colors, different people, different demands, people with different tastes, different occasions. Now I have different colors bottles. Okay, or I could, to make it a little bit more competitive, I'm going to have different colors bottles, different designs, different sizes. To basically try to match up whoever has a taste for whatever, they can just pick it up. So I'm going for the random market to pick it up. Or I could be specific basically to choose an occasion where people are leisuring on the beach, for example, or they are for in a parties, relaxing times. That's a design that I'm gonna have for them. Or somebody on a sports, biking, okay? Different designs taking. So I'm gearing up my bottles to this group of people, or perhaps older men. Okay, I gotta find out who is gonna be the catch for the bottles that I'm gonna be selling, or people of different colors that has different tastes, different occasions, whatever. So there is different demands for my bottles that the more I think about it, I come up with more of our ideas. Now, the unique thing basically is that I want to target men or women with my bottles designs, with my bottle sales, my campaigns, and whatever I'm going to be doing. Or do I want to catch this happy baby? Okay, that's me actually, 10 years ago. I grew up fast. But anyway, so the more of these ideas that you have about the bottles, the more you think about it, it gets more confusing. So it's hard for you to pick up the right one. So if you just have no distinction, you're just another bottle in the market for the buyers to pick up whatever the easiest to pick for them. So you're just like everybody else among the competition. Because remember, whenever you claim your products or your goods or your ideas, everybody else is claiming the same. Okay, your competition, if you say my product is a great quality, your competition is going to say the same thing. Trust me. And you can easily test the idea and go out and figure out and find out that this is a reality. And that's why businesses fails. Imagine 90% of the new startups fail early on. 75% of venture capital backed businesses that has money also fails. The reason why they fail because we start the idea not matured enough, not nurtured enough, and we rush into things. If you have a problem with the sound, refresh, please, or the visual, refresh. Okay, and I want you to imagine the reason why people fail with this example. Okay, a child mindset, I see a startup mindset is exactly like a child mindset. Okay, we all been children. At one child, we watch kids loves to touch everything it sees because they like colors. They don't understand it's fire, whether it's fire or cold is gonna hurt them or it's not. They don't know. They just want to touch it and grab it. And a lot of startups, some in business today, they just get the idea. I love this. They start running for it without calculating whether it's valid or not, it's viable or not. So they just love in passion. So at year 2, children loves to explore everything. And that's why you see them start flipping things around. Okay, the whole thing's flipping, look around it. I did that when I was a baby. Okay, don't ask me how I remember to this day because I've got a lot of people telling me this story. So at the 3, now they started love to figure things out. So imagine this transition is like a startup. When he sees something or he or she sees something, now I'm gonna start exploring what it is. What is it? How is it gonna work? Figure it out. At 11 to 25, a lot of people can start learning enough to get it started. At 40, now they know it all. Okay, this is Mr. Doctor Everything, and that's why the difference between startups failures, businesses failures, and success, and how long and why. With that table gave us those figures that we had. So what we do, okay? How do I determine how to take my bottle, okay, to the right market? Which market do I really want to see happening? Which market do I want to get connected to, and how to do it? Now let's find out. There is a general rule that they say to validate your ideas. You go to research. The existing demand, what's out there now, what's happening now. Now that's good because that's what has been happening. But there is something new today, and a new trend is what could happen tomorrow. So the current research is basically helps you to focus on what's existing now, the demand that is existing now. Conduct competitive analysis. Who else is supplying that demand? Crowdfunding. Test, for example, even if you don't need money. Test the ideas with your neighbors, your families. If you couldn't convince your grandma to invest in your business $1, you're not going to convince anybody to buy your product. So test the idea with your relatives, your idea, anyone that the closest people to you, test that, and then go beyond to the neighborhood. Meet customers in person, and try to sell that first or a couple of pieces to make sure that somebody. Don't bribe anybody to buy it. Don't sweet talk your mom or dad to do it. Just do it on yourself, because this is what they say. Some of the guidelines. So there is another model. I don't want to go through the different model. This one model called minimum viable products. It's called the lean approach. The lean approach basically focuses to test the idea that you have to make sure somebody is going to accept it. Somebody is going to like it. Somebody is going to want it. Somebody is going to be willing to thank you, Ahmed, for helping me here. Guys, refresh with everything. So to start testing the ideas to make sure that it's viable. And why do we test the ideas? For 3 questions that we have. You need to find out what are you testing, okay? And why are you testing it? And how do you know the time to test it? Because it's important before it's too late. And I want to focus on 2 findings that you're trying to come up with to see if the problem that you think the customers might need, okay, is actually there. It's verified. So somebody else is thinking the same as you do. So the way to do this is simple. But for example, you can create a website, post on it, and there. If you have this problem, click here. Okay. If you have a need for, if you have any problems, stated here. So you start listening to it. So these are some of the things that you can do to activate this process. But also, what you really need to do is whether the solution that you are thinking about building is actually gonna work. Okay, it is not just something that is going to be useless for later when you start money. And this is important before you start investing your money or your investors' money. You want to make sure that the idea that you have is going to be actually is seen the same way by other customers, but it's also the solution that you are providing or you're going to be providing to the problem that you're selling. You're selling a solution to a problem. Remember, you're not selling a product, because products, the people wouldn't associate its value. You're selling the solution. So basically what we do here is the second validation, which is the harder one, is how to validate the impact you are creating on your customers. Okay? Because there is a say, good brands make people feel good about you. Great brands make people feel great about themselves. So the impact that you are you have to measure, okay, is going to be, otherwise how are you going to compete? That's what's going to make you different, and that's going to make your brand stand out. And let's start here with the successful validation ground reality check and real-time results. Because unless you are testing, validating your idea on the ground in the local market where you are really focused, it's meaningless. And in real time, it's too late. Okay, so whatever results that you have, it has to be reality checked and real time checked. And this is how we start. You really need to start learning, figuring out how to connect and engage with people. How are you going to connect with your family, your relatives, your neighbors, your friends, the families of your friends, everybody out there. So you start engaging them with and what type of activities you want to engage them in, so you can start listening to what they have to say, whether they're complaining about problems or they are looking for some crazy ideas that you have that you don't have discovered. So what you really need to do is the first thing that you really need to start doing, and this is all my favorite model that we're talking about, how to connect to everybody, starting with your family, include your grandma and your grandpa, and engage them in activities so they can start talking to you, so they can start opening up to you and listening to you, not just to talk, to share their ideas, and you share your ideas. So now you have a compilation of ideas put together close to the heart. Close to the heart, meaning to everybody that's relevant to you, and everybody that could potentially become your buyer. Your grandma has to buy the first one from you. And the second thing you really need to do is that's when you start the primary research. So you start thinking who you're going to connect with, how you're going to engage them. So you start getting to find the solutions that could be right for everybody. Now you're going to have an abundance of ideas from everybody. Okay, you're going to hear all sorts of things. Not necessarily you need to pay attention to all of them, but you really need to find the one that is appealing to you. So now you have something to align with what you're thinking of. And everything that could be mattering to you as well. And once you do that, so now you have some idea of what you want to do. Next thing you want to do is collaborate. Now you need to build a team. Now you want to find out who is going to help you, of your friends, of your families. But you really need to pick the right people that is going to be helping you with the ideas, courageous enough to say it as it is, to push you forward, not to pull you back. I always tell people, stand guard at the door of your mind. Make sure that anybody that comes to you with negative thoughts, to pull you away, pull away from them, push them away from you. That's the type. Keep them as a friend for fun, but that's not going to help you with your career. So now you need to think you're going to put together to help you with your thoughts And the reason why you need more people around you is because now you're going to the universal. Now you've been able to assemble information with the narrowed ideas of what everybody around you showed you to be the case, the solution that they want, the idea that they would accept for them. But that's not enough. You need now to verify that, to qualify that on a larger scale. That's why you need more people involved. Okay. Now, what's important here, the data, the information that you're going to be collecting from everybody, through your friends, your body, your team. Okay. Now that's going to help you to narrow the options and make a final decision. Now your decision on whatever that you're going to come up with is far clearer than before when you started the idea on your own. So you could change your idea, but you will discover by then that there is more around, not just around you, but almost around everybody that you know, and the larger community has the same acceptance of the things that you are going to be doing. What's next is to start designing the concept. What kind of a project that you're going to design for this opportunity? What kind of investment? What kind of a service? It doesn't matter. I mean, it's different things. Everybody has a different interest. So that's going to be, now you have a clearer idea of what you're going to design, the type of opportunities that you're going to build out there. And once you have that, now you need to think how to brand it. Okay? Because people love brands. They don't like a no-name brands. They're not going to buy it unless it's a cheap one. But if you have something that you believe in as solutions, then you need to start figuring out how to brand it. So now people know you are different. So now they know you are easily found out there. Yes, having websites, your logos and the like, that's part of your brand's presentation, but that's not your brand. Your brand is the value, your value. Why people want to deal with you, not because you make them feel good about you, but you make them feel great about themselves. That's the real story of a successful brand. Next is, now you have the idea in place, the concept is in place, the brand you discovered and you designed is in place. Now you want to validate the relevancy. Everything is a check, double check, double check. Okay, don't let go. And you now need to validate relevancy. How you validate relevancy? Easy. Showcase it. Now it's socially viable. Show your brand, sell your brand to your family, to your neighbors, to your friends, to your classmates, to your business associates, to your business partners, to the world. Share it on your social media to make sure socially it's viable. Everybody accepts it, loves it, or the segment that you are targeting is accepting it. Actually, you're getting plausible feedbacks. Technically viable, that you are able to produce it. The materials is available. Economically viable, because now it makes sense to business. Other businesses that are willing to buy from you, because now you have something that is of a social acceptance to buy it from you. And this is basically the steps that we believe that is going to help you stay on a strong grounds, maintain a strong grounds, and what is more important to stay on that strong grounds is to stay connected, engaged. Because remember, we talked about ground reality, and what's the second one? I forgot it. Real time. Okay, but that's constant. And the only way to do that is to stay connected to the same group of people that you started with. And better yet, you've grown. You have grown with that network. Okay, and that's why we look at engagement opportunities, type of activities, programs, social medias, initiatives, entertainments, whatever that comes up to your mind. It doesn't have to be expensive. Okay, your grandma will help you connect to the whole world. Okay, because they know grandma and grandpa knows everybody in town, so they will open up a lot of doors. They can be the great help to get you started. I mean it. I'm serious. So a lot of people take them for granted. Don't. They have a lot to share with you and help you penetrate with those ideas in that market. Excuse me. By the way, whenever I get tired, this is my way to chill out. Anyway, so that's, now we need to think about the ecosystem, because it's very hard to build all of those connections, all of those people, without having an ecosystem to actually help you get them connected, maintain them, and keep following up with them. So you need to start thinking, designing that ecosystem in place. So now you have an idea that is validated. Now you have an idea that is accepted. Now you have an idea that is socially, technically, economically viable. And now you're ready to go to the market with an ecosystem that is going to help you to work. Now you're ready to get started. Now you have everything on paper. You didn't risk your money. You didn't risk your Big Mac meal or your Whopper meal at Burger King. These are my favorites, at least from when I was a kid, 20 years ago, if you want to guess my age. So what happens, now you are ready to start moving forward. Now you have what it takes for people to believe in you, whether investors or customers or suppliers. Everybody now is connected, because now you went in aware of that. I want everybody in the chat box, share with us what is your craziest idea that you wish to make it happen. In the chat box. I will answer your questions, everybody, after when we get done. In your chat box, write your craziest idea so everybody can see them, that you want to make it happen. Anybody wants to try? Any idea, a crazy idea that you wish to make it happen. Design iOS system, okay, make a vector animation program, can't think of any, good. Teleportation, I couldn't understand, I couldn't know that one, but I will Google it later. Build sustainable farm to fork food ecosystems, nice. Uyaz eats too, okay, what else? Other crazy ideas. Eat air, good way to lose weight. Make a program where the user custom design their own clothes. Nice. Actually, I had that idea with other friends. We could talk a little later on it. Turning my dreams into video games. Wow. Fascinating. What else? I love these ideas. You guys have a lot to offer. What else? Any other takers? It is honestly cool. What else, you guys? What other crazy idea that you have? All right. How crazy is it? I want to make sure, I want to hear the craziest of your imagination. Anything you imagine, you're allowed to say it here. Idea that you think is going to work in business, or you want to do it on business. Make a competition on YouTube, nice. Photoshop, but to edit people, okay? And make delivery. Try to think of something nobody else is offering, to be unique. Only to make it easier for you to sell and attract investors. Make delivery from any part of the world to any part, including local shops. Great, good idea. So you're next. You're the Amazon number 2. Who else? Any other ideas? So now we're getting close to understand. We have what it takes to be successful is to think crazy. This is what Steve Jobs said. The only people that would change the world are the ones that we think they are with crazy ideas. IBM didn't think Microsoft would work. Where is IBM with computers and Microsoft? Nokia didn't think Android would work. Okay, where is Android? Where is Nokia today? So what you really need to do is think crazy, think big, dream big. The only problem is when you think any big dreams is crazy and cannot happen. That's what doesn't make it happen is the way you think. It's not going to happen. So create a drones delivery system. Nice. So in a few minutes in here of this time, we are getting a lot of really fresh ideas, refreshing ideas, inspiring ideas of people that didn't think about it. And we can happen. We can make it happen. We have people from different nationalities. How do you think? We have about 80 people in this today that are able to communicate from around the world, connected to this platform, sharing thoughts, that if we take it out and work together, can you imagine the amazing opportunities we can create? The world is full of abundance of them. But the only way you can test your ideas is you have to make sure it's viable and validated. Convince somebody that it is their idea to make it happen. So now, are you ready to validate it? Now we all shared ideas. Are you ready to validate it? Write it here in the chat box, please. I want to see how many of you. Okay, not yet, 50-50. Okay, Anas, thank you. We're ready. Who else? Who else? Yes, I like that. I like that passion. Believe in yourself. Nobody's gonna believe in you if you don't. Don't wait for grandma to believe in you. She's gonna piece your piece of candy and say, go to sleep. But it's only you that's gonna make it happen. That's why you have to be ready now. You came into this meeting and I'm proud. I made my time to be with you because I see my future. You are my future. You are the future that I believe in. And nothing is impossible, I agree. So what we really need to do is, why am I holding back? Throw the word back away. It's forward. You have to think. College is a way to success, but it is not the way to success. We have 11 years old kids that are multimillionaires successful years ago when the internet started. So you have to be 100% confident that you can make it, and you are the one is gonna make Mr. Facebook, I keep screwing up his name. Mr. Facebook call you and says, I want to meet with you, guy. When can we meet? Are you ready for that moment? You can make it happen. Mark Zuckerberg, yes, that's fine. I'm having a hard time. I know Mark, but I don't know the rest of it. But so what you really need to do is don't hold yourself back. Don't think yourselves. Make yourself believe that I'm going to make $1 billion, not a million, $1 billion in 5 years. And you will make it. That's when you start your mind opening up to the opportunities, not holding you back, because your mind is a program. Your mind is programmed with what you feed it, just like a computer. It'll spit out based on what you feed it in. So if you feed it courage, bold, you have to be that. That's when you start being able to push things forward and make things happen. Don't fear failure. Failure is only for us to learn. Don't see failure as an end. See a failure is a way to improve and become better of it. Nobody became successful overnight. People became successful after 20 years of trials and failures. Failure is a lesson, not an end of your journey. Make it happen with that. And that's why when we said all of these steps that we outlined in here, this is exactly what we provide you to guide you. If you cannot do it yourself, then we can help you to do it with our Talents of Endearment Pro Career Labs. Okay? This is exactly, the Talents of Endearment Career Labs was designed exactly to help you do progressively all of this. Discover, connect to the world, engage the world, build your team, explore ideas, discover ideas, identify the right one, and showcase it, validate it, showcase it after you build the brand. And that's the state of mind, and giving you the ecosystem to help you doing it all together. So the way we do it, we actually bring you students, businesses, professionals from around the world to connect and engage with people. Like you said, if you bring your local communities, now you have the whole world is engaged with you to figure out what's going on with your local communities, and whether that would work the rest of the world or not. Imagine, this is a fabulous opportunity. This is a kind of an ecosystem that every single one of us need today. Collaborate, thinking, imagining to build that validated ideas. Now we have something that we started with. We know it's acceptable socially before we invested a dime. We are ready to go with it and engage in social activities to create social impact locally, regionally, or globally that has an impact on you and business. That's the real relevant opportunity, whether you are in business or in college and you're ready to graduate. You need something to fill that gap. We all have great ideas. Look at the chat box. You have an abundance of them. And every single one of them has potential to make billions. All what it needs is little guidance, little support, a little push to make it happen. And that's what Talents of Endearment created. If you cannot make those steps on your own, Talents of Endearment will help you that in a minute, miraculously. So now it's designed for high school students and teachers, college students and faculties, fresh graduates, business professionals and businesses. We're doing all what we can to bring the world together to build amazing things, and we can. Look at those amazing ideas in the chat box. We did that in a very short period of time to discover what you had in your mind. We also give you a lifetime online community support, so you're never alone in your career. Wherever you need help online, you click, you get the answers, you get an expert support, you accept expert help, that you are there connected with the rest of your life, whether you're in college still or go out and work in the business world on your own or working for a company. We also provide you a lifetime support subscription. It's a one-time that we provide. The program is 33 days, virtual program, and you will get 5 years platform support to build your ecosystem, and you get a certificate of achievement awards by our certification board, seated by presidents of universities from around the world. And the program is actually flexible with hours. It took into consideration people from around the world coming together. They have different hours, different availability, different space. So now this program was designed, it is give you that freedom to access it anytime you want to within those 33 days journey. At the end, you will have a validated, discovered brand of yourself. And what we've done basically is saving you $210 now. This is we're doing it for the first 3 career labs. Scholarship of 70%. You pay $90 one time for the rest of your life to be on this platform. And we are doing this not because of the money. This is just to cover up the cost of the system, partial cost of the system. We are doing this because we know the more successful people we create, the more prosperity we're gonna have, all of us. And we always believe together for each other. This is our motto at Talents of Endearment Career Labs and the team and the board of trustees that we have created. And if you don't believe this is enough, we'll give you a chance to free try it for 3 days. Actually, the 3 days is our gift to you, which is actually the lectures that you're going to take. If you like the program, then after the 3 days, then you will continue, just pay $150, saving 50% and pay $150. Yes, it's a little more because we took a risk on you to believe in us. And if you do not wish to continue, you just leave the program. And the 3 days are our gift, and the knowledge that we gave you is our contribution to your success, hopefully in the future. And what we have also done is we have an online consultancy for businesses and universities. Talk to us to discover how we can collaborate, how we can how we can help you. You can help us because we cannot do this on our own. We cannot do all this without the students, without the businesses, the professionals joining us from around the world this evening and every evening that we have done every week for the last 3 months to make this happen. Now I come to the end. Any questions that you guys have? It supports startups and the price, what is it? Okay, everything you will see in the handouts, links that is going to take you to the Career Labs that's upcoming. Please register for it. Even if you register for the free trial, find out what it is about. You're not going to lose anything except learning an abundance of knowledge with experts, and I'm one of them. And I'm assuming that you like me. You will discover a lot of things that you haven't known before. You haven't learned in college or anywhere in the world. So what you really need to do is take that opportunity, register for it. We're starting our thing on the 21st or the 22nd of April of this month, of this coming month, and stay there if you want to and like it. We also have, yes, we give smart internships opportunities, and you will see also the link on the handouts for the smart internships. Click on it, apply. This is for students to apply for it, and from anywhere in the world. And we will contact your schools. It's there. If look at the link, you will see the schools that are currently on partners with us in the internships. Thank you, Dr. Manar, for reminding me of this. This is a great opportunity. It's virtual. You will learn how to research, how to create relevancy for the ideas that the projects that we have with business. So now you have an experience that is getting you ready to become more employable. And by the way, the people that are joining our career labs or the internships, they will automatically be registered on international recruitment agency for jobs worldwide, not just on a local level. And they will be advised, they will be given an employment analysis to help them determine the type of jobs they can get for the experience that they have and where. And we will help them to get that far. Of course, no guarantees, but this is some of the things, the features that we've created, because our aim here is really to help create a better world. And this is our corporate social responsibility. This is our contribution to humanity. And the real message behind the Talents of Endearment Career Labs is within the next 20 years, we're going to be providing to the world infinite opportunities developed by students around the world. We're creating smart people to intelligent machines. That's why we are doing this. That's why we are passionate about doing it, because we know we can do it. We know we can bring the beast out of you to bring up those crazy ideas and build those radical ones too. Any other questions that you have? It is a great opportunity. Please do take advantage of it. And I encourage every single one of you to register for that upcoming Career Labs, because you're really going to discover, you will see testimonials of previous students, previous people that participated in this program. When you click on the upcoming Career Lab, you'll see that link. You'll see who also the mentors of this program. And one of them is the guy, Mr. Michael Salisbury, who's actually created the success stories of Michael Jackson and the likes. So you're going to be mentored by legends, not just anybody. Experience that nobody else in the world would provide you with. And you will end up with an ecosystem that will be there for you for the rest of your life. You're never alone. Whether you're going to starting your own business or you're going for an employment, we are there. Unless we have any other questions, I appreciate your time. They're taking care, joining us tonight. And I really want to remind you with one thing. Whatever thought that you have at this minute, whatever impression that I was able to leave you with at this second, make sure if it's good, it lasts forever. If it's something to think about, do research it. If you don't like it, find what is the opposite to it that you would like. Because I want to make sure that everyone leaves here with a productive thought. I want you to dream of Abed Baidas. Think tonight how you're going to be able to bring the world together, to collaborate together, because you have a crazy ideas, you believe in it, and you want the rest of the world to believe in it. If you cannot do it on your own, we want to do it together with you. Thank you, everyone. Please remember, this always there with you. Love you all. I'm very proud of the time that I spent with you. And I hope to see you again next week, because next week event is going to be the end finale. And we're going to be talking about how this consistent, what we have done today is going to help to humanize the future of business and the future of work and the future workforce. Until then, take good care of yourself. God bless. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.